Hello paper crafters, I have a new memory box release for you. This is called the Ornaments release, and the first die we have here is called the LaRue Ornament, and I'm just going to flip it over to show you the details. It is LaRue Ornament and it is number 98377, 3 by 4 inches. Now there is a backdrop for this ornament. This can superimpose on this one. This is called the drop ornament, and it has the little top of the ornament and the background for the following 3 toppers that can go on it. You just saw the one, and this one is number 98378, and it is 3 by 4 inches as well, and the little top is 0.4 by 0.6 inch. And then there's another one in this set right here, and it is called the Colette Ornament. That's beautiful. And it is number 98379, and it is also 3 by 4 inches. And then the last one that goes along with the drop ornament for the background is this one called Emma Ornament, the beautiful snowflakes, and that is number 98411. And what is ornaments, but you need a Christmas tree. So just to give some fun to this release, I've included the Christmas tree die. It's called the Snowflake Tree, and I'm going to flip it over to give you the details. It is number 98405, and it's 2.3 by 4.5 inches. Perfect size for a card. So I'm going to go on. This release was done by Bonnie Cohane, and it's another Christmas release. And I know we are getting close to Christmas, but I sell Christmas all year long. I literally every year have sold Christmas the day after Christmas. So I know that Christmas is a popular seller. And I'm just going to show you some of the details of this paper mache star. It's very large. I will try to lift it up a little bit here. Let me move my lighting. And let me lift this up so you can kind of get the idea of, sorry, I'm making you dizzy here, how this looks. There. It's a really big star, and I'll use my hand so you can see the size of it. But see how pretty that looks in the glow of the lighting. Okay, I'm going to bring this back so we can kind of get back to our track here. Okay, now Bonnie made this beautiful, beautiful star. It's an ornament I would think that would do nicely to hang as home decor or as to add to your tree, but it's beautiful. Please go to my blog, designers blogs, because they have all the instructions in detail. If I were to give out all the instructions inch by inch with you, it would take forever. So I would rather just go through the instructions quickly. So I'm just going to put this down for a minute here, and I'm going to go through that. This is the Christmas tree die that we are selling, and I'll just let you see a little bit closer how pretty that is and how nicely that cuts out. And she used it on a as I said, she used it on a paper mache star, and I think you can get those from like Michael's or any craft store. The paper mache star is 12 inches to give you an idea of the dimension of that, how big and how nice that is, eye-catching. And in the circle is just a spellbinders, one of the nestabilities, and you should recognize that this little starry wreath right here, that's number 98403, and that was in a previous release a few weeks ago, this little gold star. And this is Tildowit Star is the name of this little rubber stamp set, and I can special order tildes, and I may be able to get this one. I can't get access to all of them, but I can get access to quite a few. So if you're interested in the Tildowit Star, just give me an email. And then you can go to Bonnie's blog and see how she created this for you to recreate it. And this beautiful tissue around it, but it is just so stunning and so eye-catching. It's just big and beautiful. It would be nice something at the to put on your tree. It would be a nice tree topper if you took the back and somehow made it one of those spring things that you could put on there to put on top of your tree. It would be gorgeous. Bonnie, you did it. You really knocked it out of the park with this one. And then what she did was kind of interesting. Is I'm a big fan of the negative of dies, and the negative of dies is what they cut out and what they leave behind. And Bonnie's next card, that's what she used with this, and it's really quite clever. So we're selling, as you remember, that the snowflake tree, and there is the negative that she cut in kind of a trapezoid shape there, and she used in that, oops, excuse me, let me tell you the dies. She used the, let's see, Frostyville border with that. So that right here, this border, I have that in stock. It's number 98146. That's a memory box die as well. And the tilde is the tilde with lamb, and that's from Magnolia, and I could definitely try to order you that. I just want to point out how sweet that is, that little lamb. Oh, she's holding the little lamb, and just how she put the two tones here, the striped paper and then the Frostyville border, and then cut this out of the negative of the die. The tree she probably used on her star there, but she didn't waste any and save this paper. So really nice. That's what us scrappers like to do, use every inch of our paper. And the other thing, let's see, it's blank inside, just want to make sure. The other thing is, like I always say, it's now created. Bonnie created it, did it. Now you can copy it and make these for yourself. It's just so beautiful. Another thing I want to point out, one of my friends wrote me this. What she does with the memory box Christmas trees is she cuts them out and she lines them up. She'll take this one and cut it out, and it's this way. Then she'll take another one, cut it out, flip it over, and lay it this way, and then that way, and she gets this beautiful border for the backgrounds of cards, because they are kind of pennant shaped, so you can kind of line them up different, side by side, and they make these really cool kind of like border backgrounds. And she does that, and it's kind of a fun concept. So I'm going to go on to the next one here. This is one of my favorites, and you will see why. It's this lovely box that she made. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't the box in itself is the gift? I mean, what more do you want? You don't even need to open this. Put it under your tree. It's a decoration. I'll show you the sides, and you can see here on the sides is that the tree, the snowflake tree. It's upside down, and it makes this perfect little bracket. And then she continued, she cut some off and put extra here on the top, so it's so it continues pleasing to the eye. And I'm going to open it up, and you'll see soon why this is my favorite. In here is this beautiful honeycomb type ornament. She made this, folks, and she gives the directions on her blog how to make this. This isn't honeycomb paper. She did it, and you'll see why. Let me get this little ornament. Can you see that? Buddy. Oh, it's so sweet. And then there's some of the die right here of the tree that she kind of swirled around the top of the ornament. But isn't that beautiful? Now I will go through this a little slower for you so you can kind of see what she did. Let me grab her directions here. Okay. And she calls Buddy, she said, Darlene of Dutchpapercrafts has the most adorable dog called Buddy. So sweet. He is a sweet boy. And he gets lots of gifts from the design team members, and that is true. He is spoiled. They send him things with the releases, and Buddy is very thankful for that. So what she used for this is she used the memory box drop ornament. So this die right here is the one that made this right there. And that's called the Colette ornament. The drop ornament is the backing, excuse me. And this is the Colette ornament. And she also used the snowflake tree. And she gives directions on her blog on how to make these honeycomb paper designs. And what she did is she sent me this little piece of paper, and I kind of get the idea looking from this. She sent me this little piece of paper, and put that to the side, and she numbered these 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and I think that's the placement of, she makes the stencil, and that's the placement of the probably sticky dot she uses. But I just wanted to share that so you're kind of forming that idea in your mind. And like I said, I'm not going to get into how she made it, because I'm going to leave you to look on her blog to see that. And let's see what else she says here. That she says also she gives a link for a video that shows you how to do this that she found. And she also gives very specific directions on how to make the box. And again, she also said that on the box she used the snowflake tree, the drop ornament, and the Colette ornament. And she also used Elegant Scroll Work die number 98153, and that's this on the side here, which I do have in stock. I've had that one. That's an older die that I released quite a while ago, but I still have it. And kind of what I said is how she did it. And again, so the Colette ornament, which is right here, after she did this honeycomb thing, she layered it with the Colette parts. Here's one part, and then here's the other part right there, and then the bottom part right there. And it gives this beautiful, beautiful decoration on the top of the box. That is a keeper. And then I want to just again go in, and with the backdrop ornament, she cuts out the shapes and makes this honeycomb type thing. So the honeycomb was made with the backdrop, which is the plain one right here. So you can kind of see that. And then bits of the snowflake tree at the top with a little tag with my buddy there. And this is the backdrop ornament on shrink plastic. This is a thick piece, and she cut it out with shrink plastic and did that. And then you have this beautiful little bell on the bottom, and it is so sweet. I'm going to put this on my tree as soon as the video's over. Thank you, Bonnie. I love it. I love this. This is so, so nice. And let's see here. We also have this adorable, you're going to really like these. This is a magnet, and that is about as easy as a gift you can get to give somebody, and it's probably would be a very appreciative, think of a teacher gift or something to give somebody, any place that for a refrigerator, or where they have metal. Teachers have metal everywhere with their cabinets and stuff, so that's why I thought of a teacher. This is a magnet that she made. She bought the magnet paper. She can tell you where she got it and what she used, and the she used the drop ornament, that's the backing in the red, with the Emma ornament, which is number 98411, which we're selling in this release, and that's that beautiful snowflake one. She also used the Doohickeys poinsettia die, number D00H16. And I can get some of the Magnolia Doohickeys, so if you like this poinsettia, I can special order that for you. And then, of course, the magnetic part of it on the background, like we said, so this magnetic thing. But I may actually take this little metal piece here and hang this on my tree, because it is so pretty. It is beautiful. So I just want to bring that up so you can see how sweet that looks, how nicely that cuts, how pretty that is. The Merry Christmas banner on it, and the little pearls here. And that probably wouldn't take you terribly long to make this up as a gift. It is very, very nice. Again, go to Bonnie's blog and she'll give you the exact directions on how to make it. We have one more thing here that's a lot of fun. Here. Isn't that nice? Merry Christmas. And Buddy, yes, that's Buddy. This is going to go, I'm going to hang this up to decorate my house. My house is going to be so nicely decorated because of the design team. I can't stand it. Thank you, Bonnie. This is my favorite. So she used the memory box drop ornament, that's the background here in the red, with the LaRue ornament 98377 in silver. And look how pretty that is. And that is the release we have. And she found the Merry Wooden Words in the plastic frames at Michael's for $1 each. So, oh my gosh, that's a bargain to get that beautiful word Merry right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get it all on the screen there, and how pretty that is. And she put it together and put a picture of Buddy in it to personalize it for me, which is so nice. But you could personalize this any way you like for anybody. And that is, instructions are on the blog. And she said this one isn't hard at all to do, and I agree. I don't think this one is hard at all to do, which just goes to show it always doesn't have to be the most elaborate one to be the favorite gift of somebody. Though I love the honeycomb ornament she made, and I see the work and the detail in it, and I do love it. I love this one too. It's just how the taste goes. So please make some gifts for your friends and family, and make it economical this Christmas, and make it so that you can make it handcrafted. Really, I can tell you I get gifts from a lot of different people, and I'm fortunate that way, and crafting gifts are the best. And don't forget, these nice dies would make nice little tags or little things if you're a person that makes food and you want to add a little more something to them, like a little box of fudge you might make or a little box of candy that you might make. You can add one of Bonnie's ornaments to it and put a front and a back to the ornament, and they can be flat. Doesn't matter if they're flat, they're still beautiful. Just put the front and back together. So this is a wonderful set, a release for you to make some gifts. I hope you are enjoying the holiday season, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.